Hey everyone, I'm Ryan, you're watching 60 Cycle Hum, and in this video, I'm going to do something to this guitar that I've been wanting to do to a guitar for years now, for decades now, since the late 90s. I did it once to an acoustic guitar and then reversed it, but I've never done it to a proper electric guitar. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into a PUSA guitar, into a Presidents of the United States of America style guitar, meaning I'm taking it down to 3 strings, heavy strings, all down tuned to drop C sharp. This is going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. If you didn't know, I'm a big fan of the Presidents, and I've always wanted to do this, and I never really had a guitar that I thought was quite right to do it. And I think this will work out perfectly. Chris, the bassist from the Presidents, for a while he was playing a flying V, but his guitar was strung with 2 strings to function as the bass guitar. So I feel like this kind of fits the theme a bit, and I think it'll be fun having this kind of like Metallica PUSA mashup guitar. For those of you not familiar with this guitar, I covered it a while back. It had microphonic pickups in it. These are not real EMGs. This is an OMG. I swapped out the bridge for a pickup that is not microphonic, but I left the neck because it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to have a microphone mounted in your guitar. And then recently, I did a video with this guitar where I tuned all the strings up as high as they would go until they broke, and it was a very frightening experience, especially that low E. Like, I've never felt adrenaline quite like that before. So anyways, it's in a perfect state now where I can make this transition to a 3-string git bass. Oh, the string's doing that unwinding thing. It's kind of fun. All right. I have a couple big technical concerns for this project. First of all, I'm assuming I'm going to need to file out the nut slots, which means that without a nut change, this guitar won't be going back to normal, which is part of the reason I've shied away from doing this on other guitars over the years. This is a rat's nest. This is a mess. I need to get in here with just wire cutters to clean this up. So yeah, I think I'll need to file out the nut slots, or I might not need to. It might be totally fine. With the heavy strings at drop C, it might not really matter how accurate my, intonation is at the nut. Ow, damn. Well, I just tore a hole in my thumb. Good thing I don't play with my thumb, right? I'm going to need a Band-Aid for that later. Look at that, I drew blood. Amazing. I'll put some pressure on that for a little bit to stop the bleeding. Another technical issue that I might run into is I'm wondering if the baritone strings will fit through the stop tail piece. I think it will. They look like they should be big enough. But first, I'm going to put a little bit of hydration on the neck because it's looking pretty dry right now. There we go. That's a lot better. Another technical issue that I need to consider is whether or not this guitar will intonate with those heavy, heavy strings down-tuned pretty significantly. That's just another thing that's kept me from exploring this direction on other guitars. It's like, man, there's all these irreversible things. There's all these big questions. There's these big what-ifs where you just really need to relax and just have some fun, right? So anyways, I'm gonna use some baritone strings on this. I've got a pack of D'Addario baritones that I'd opened up quite a while ago and then never put on anything. So this is finally an opportunity to use them. I'm not gonna use the lowest string from the baritone set. I'm gonna start with the 56, the 44, and then the 26 wound. I'm bleeding all over everything right now. There we go. Now it's a metal guitar. We got blood on it. The string fits, but will the end fit? It fits! There we go. One concern taken care of. Oh, it definitely sits pretty high off that nut. It's a cheap plastic nut, so I don't feel bad about mutilating it. but I will need to mutilate that nut. Just like I mutilated my thumb. Well, they're on there, but yeah, I'm going to want to file down that nut a bit just to open it up before I call this a done deal. Also, I think I want to take the other tuners off. Let's do this proper and get it down to 3 tuners. I'm going to go wash the blood off my hands. These tuners are pretty crappy, so if I'm ever going to revert this back to being a normal 6-string guitar, I'm going to change the tuners out anyways, so might as well take half of them off, right? And throw the tuners in the trash. All right, what next? Wipe the blood off the fretboard and the headstock maybe? Oh man. The nut. I wanted to file out the nut slots a bit. I don't have a legit luthier set of files, but I do have these welding tip cleaner files, which do the job. They're really cheap. They sometimes take a long time, but they do the job, and that's what's important. That one will work. I'm not going for perfection here. I just need to open it up enough that the string sits inside the slot. Man, this is the cheapest plastic nut ever. That works a lot better. It was sitting, I should have taken a picture of it. I'll take a picture of the other two before I fix them. It was sitting on top of the nut instead of sitting inside. The smallest string looks like it's probably going to be all right. I'll probably will open it up just a little bit, but that low string definitely needed some help. There we go. That should work, and if it doesn't, I'll make adjustments. Time to tune it up. This might be one of the easiest mod videos I've ever done. Just swapping strings on something. Try to clean some of that blood off there. I'll leave a little bit. Just for old time's sake, all right? Just a little bit of blood on my Metallica President's hybrid guitar here. All right, first strum. Sounds like that higher string is buzzing out. Oh yeah, I forgot, this guitar doesn't ground. I probably should have fixed that before restringing it. Oh my gosh, Ryan. Oh well. All right, I'm going to raise the action a little bit to get rid of that buzz there. Sounds like the buzz is gone, but that grounding issue is going to drive me nuts. I'm almost wondering if I should detune it and try to address that. I'm here, we're doing it. I might as well do it, right? Fix this stuff as it pops up. I have a theory that if I sand some of the finish off of this black tailpiece, that it will start to ground after that. So I think it's the fact that it's painted black is what's keeping it from grounding. I think the issue is that the inside of the post mount is painted and is just completely non-conductive, and I'm not able to file it out enough to make it conduct with the actual post. So I'm going to try putting in a completely different post, a chrome post here. This is going to be quite the Frankenstein guitar. Yes, it's grounding now. Okay, back up to tune we go. All this stuff cleaned up. I can tell I'm going to have fun. It's gonna take some getting used to. Oh, it feels really weird. It sounds great. Like immediate president sounds right there. Immediate president's tones. But my muscle memory is all screwed up. Having the heavy strings in the middle of the neck like that. Like I'm used to playing president's riffs, but I've always down-tuned a standard 6-string. And then like something I wasn't expecting is that my fingers are completely free to interact with the guitar now because there's no high strings in the way. So my right hand feel is all confused right now. I'm used to playing these riffs and like muting half the guitar with my hand, you know. That wasn't a president song, but it was definitely in a president style, that little... It's a very president's thing to do. Yeah. What am I doing here? that's fun. I am struggling a bit, but it is fun. And I need to spend some real time with this, getting to know it. I feel like I should keep working on this guitar. I should keep tenderizing it and doing bad things to it, creative things to it. There's a lot of space to work with here. I've got a router. I don't know if you guys know that, but I have the means to remove wood if I want to. And I'm having some bad ideas. I could remove like so much of this and put in like a control panel or something, or I could like put like a weird drone string across this length here. I could build a theremin into it. What if this became not just like a PUSA style guitar, but it became like a noise-making guitar? What do you guys think about that? But yeah, I'm sitting here playing with it now. I'm struggling a little bit. It is a completely different feel as far as the strings go. They're baritone strings. They're heavy. They're in the middle of the neck. I'm not used to having this much free space around all the strings. And this is like the most uncomfortable, unergonomic guitar design that there's ever been. The Explorer shape is purely for looks. It is not a comfortable guitar to hold. Like my elbow keeps interacting with this in an uncomfortable way, and because I'm holding my arm out in front of it, like I'm getting cramped up here and stuff, I think it wants to be on a strap. It wants to hang down there, you know? I was holding the whole guitar up with my pinky just now, wrapped around that stop bar. Yeah, even with that, it felt more natural standing with this, but I'm not set up to film myself standing up. This is a sit-down area, guys. So what do you guys think? This has been a chaotic and meandering video. The edit is gonna be a lot of fun, but are you excited that I did this? Are you angry that I did this? What feelings are you feeling? What should I do to further tenderize and modify this PUSA Metallica hybrid guitar? All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, dislike, leave me rude and nasty comments. Support us on Patreon. Buy a shirt if you're naked, and stay grounded. Bye, everybody.